I'm Dan Whittaker, head coach here at the Impact Zone Golf Academy based at Altrincham Driving Range. Joined today by fellow PGA professional and one of the lead coaches here, Andrew Mckenzie. Following on from the first part in our video series where we were talking about the grip and the importance of how the club reacts during the ball to get rid of your slice, we're now going to be talking about the backswing and more importantly how the takeaway relates to getting rid of your slice. So we tend to see that a lot of guys during the backswing will roll the club away to the inside, so they really fan the club very open during this first move. So they tend to see that the club is opening very quickly like this, so the hands then get behind the body. As the face then gets open here, it's going to make it very difficult for you to be able to square the club on the way through. Therefore the hands tend to want to throw it outwards in order to square it. So from this halfway back position, we tend to see the club wanting to try and move upwards.
Yeah, absolutely. So what happens is the club is rolling and coming behind you, it's quite flat. And the right elbow also travels behind the body, and then the hands start to lift the club upwards into position over here, but the right elbow is too far behind us here. So what we see as a consequence of this is a throw out in front of the body where the hands move this way, which then throws the club out and in front, and this causes too steep an angle of attack. So the plane, it changes the plane to become too steep, which has an effect on the path, which causes a path to be across the line with an open club face, which is accentuating the slice spin on the ball. So the ball's going to start to the left, and it's also then it's going to cut to the right.
An easy way to look at this, it can be the pattern with which the golf club is moving. So once we've got the club rolling from the inside here, we tend to see it wants to move up and over, because if you kept going back from it being so flat here, you'd be so flat you'd never reach the golf ball on the way back. So your arms and your body look for some room, so they go up. Now once this object has been set in motion, it will continue to go over this way. So once it's going back over, you then tend to see that the club is coming very over the top and outside the plane. One little tip for you guys that may help you can be a little drill that we really like is putting the club into the belly button here. So Andrew will talk you through with this drill if I just set myself up.
Okay, so what we've got is the end of the club, the butt end of the club into the belly button. Dan's holding it lower down the handle here, and we're pointing the club head at the ground, trying to keep the same posture as before. Now what we're going to do, this relationship between the club and the body is going to be much better. So as Dan begins to turn, everything moves away together, and we see that the club face is pointing at the ball for longer here, and then from this position the butt end of the club should separate from the body, and the butt end of the grip should point down towards the ball. Okay, so now the left arm is parallel to the ball to target line. The hands are setting in front of the body, and from this position here Dan can continue his shoulder turn to the top of the backswing, and he's now in a much better position, as we see with the right elbow now in front of the body pointing down at the front part of the right hip. So he's now in position now to make the downswing on plane.
I'm also feeling quite a lot of stretch down the left hand side, down the upper left part of the body, which is the lat. You'll tend to feel that if you make the right stretch and upper body turn that Andrew has just been discussing right there. We hope you've enjoyed this second part in our series. Please follow us, subscribe to our channel. Below are our links to our Facebook, Twitter page and to the website. The website is altringhamgolf.com, where we've got all of our contact details. If you'd like to come down for a lesson with us, we're based at Altrincham Driving Range. Andrew is down here. We've both got indoor teaching studios and we've got the range to work with. So please call down, visit us, throw any email questions you've got, please fire them our way. Thanks for watching.